primetime Let's Plays. We're going to go ahead and TM that. I'm your host, Paul. I'm trying to figure out how to plug a controller into the PS4. We call that a Harbinger. Tonight it's going to be NBA 2K14. Again, I'm your host, Paul. I'm a Leo. This is my month. I'm on the cusp. I'm August 22nd. It's a Leo/Virgo. Shout out to those in the chat tonight. There's Jen. Jen, you want to say hi? You don't have to duck low. Look, you're dressed so sharply. I don't know why she's hiding. So you don't really have to duck either way. That's Jen. She, I guess, runs things here. She sends me emails. So yeah, this is exciting. For the next 2 hours, video games and stuff and thing are going to happen. Hopefully I can get this screen off. I think this controller's operable. Am I plugged in? Yeah. Shady. Let me see. This controller is responding to nothing. Where's our other controller? We have another one? This is part of Let's Play. Right? Is that cool? Thank you. Yeah. What'd you do?
I turned it on.
You turn it on? It was the blue light. Oh, it just had the thing. Well, this is exciting. So anyway, we're going to play NBA 2K14. A lot of relevant sports news today. A lot of political stuff and things. Stuff is happening, that's right. So, yeah, another little thing because I'm here and I want to be everyone's best friend. I'm giving away stuff and things. I'm going to say this during the program. So can we see this? I feel like we can see this, right? You can see 3 cards, so that we'll count it. This is Eminem. You can hear that. I got a League of Legends, $25. What's that? Like 3,500 RP. I got a Steam, $20. $20 damn dollars. That's a Steam game. That's Eminem again. And then a $10 PlayStation Store gift card. So I have 3 gift cards to give away, and here's how we're going to do it. Xander and I are going to do a dance-off. No, we're not. So for 2 hours. So now, here's what I think the play is probably. So the site I'm with, for those who are just tuning in, yeah, I'm with stuffshappening.com. I started all that jazz. Stuff's Happening. Use the hashtag Stuff's Happening. Whoever uses it in the most creative way possible, either tweets me a photo, whatever the heck it is, will win these. One of them. If you have an epic, you can send me 3 epic submissions. You can win all 3. You get 10 PlayStation dollars, League of Legends $25, or a Steam 20. So all you gotta do is you gotta follow me. There's rules. These are very important rules because I'm a mooch. You have to follow me on Twitter at Stuff's Happening. You gotta follow the Stuff's Happening Facebook page. That's it. I'm not gonna make you have your email or any of that stuff. That's it. That's all you got to do. Again, like on Twitter at Stuff's Happening. You got to do it anyway because you're gonna. I want you to use the Stuff's Happening hashtag. Again, whoever uses the most creative way possible will get one of these codes. So yeah, and you get to choose. I'm gonna rank them 1, 2, 3. Again, if you have like the top, all 3 of them, then you get all 3. But the top one will get their preference. I would assume. I don't know. What do you guys think between Steam and League of Legends? I mean, League of Legends is $25, but it's not really a game. Steam, $20, you can get a game. Personally, I think the Steam's cooler, but I'm not a big LOL guy. So anyway, that's the business. I'm going to say that throughout the show. So again, stuffshappening.com is the site. At Stuff's Happening on Twitter, Stuff's Happening Facebook page. Send me the most creative version you can of using the Stuff's Happening hashtag, and that's it. Or it says bribing people to follow you on Twitter. Gay. First off, you misspelled gay. And yes, I am happy. The point is, you're absolutely right. Also, I just got these cards. So what am I supposed to do with it? So I got 3 gift cards. Am I just supposed to just keep them for myself? No, I might as well give them away to people. And you know what? You're more than welcome not to follow me. If you don't want to follow me and get epic updates in the world of gaming, sports, and politics, you don't have to. So that's the business. Who should I be? Besides myself, because you should always be yourself. How about the 97 Lakers versus the Heat? This feels right. Is that guy on that was crying about his controller? I had to leave. Got annoying. I think he's gone, Don Juan. He's so gone, I think he might be right here. Maybe, perhaps. Was Nick complaining about his controller?
Yeah.
He was? Yeah, well, I couldn't turn mine on, so. He's an epic gamer. So again, what I'm going to do here is, yeah, I'm giving away these cards. What I'm going to do is start sending in use the hashtag Stuff's Happening. It could be a photo, it could be just a tweet, it could be something funny, I don't really care.
Can I enter?
Yeah, Nick's not going to win, but you're more than welcome to enter. So I'm going to check it probably around the end of the program, so if you want to take your time on it, that's fine. But yeah, so that's the business. So I don't do Twitter. All right, Face Poppy, send a Facebook thing, you know. So Facebook at Twitter, what have you. So that's the business. Let's see. Great hands and youth. Optimus Slime. See, Optimus Slime gets it. I was going to say good homes away yom, which of course is the Jewish word for day. But I think your phrasing might make more sense. So again, for those just tuning in on the 97 Lakers versus last year's Heat, they just took it to the cooker on me there, but that's okay. So interesting week in gaming news. We might as well get after it. I wrote a pretty interesting piece, at least I'd like to think so. Come on, is that going to fall? Yeah. On M4G picked it up. Got some hits on it. Who saw the Assassin's Creed Rogue announcement trailer? That's my favorite part, the announcement trailer. Go ahead and let the gallery let that soak in. Mubot's got me covered here. Who saw, again, we're going to talk about the Rogue Assassin's Creed trailer, because I have a number of thoughts, and a lot of people are upset with the, here's Shaq setting the pick. Yeah. People got upset with my opinion on it, and my whole thing was I believe it was worthless and pointless, and the voice acting sucked. Now, I encourage you to read the piece. It's on, again, stuffshappening.com. That's right. My whole thing is we don't need any of these announcement trailers. We really don't need these teaser trailers. If they want to create them, sure, what's the problem? The problem is they take resources away from the game. Jones. Take resources away from the game actually being made. And I think the only reason they're being created, as it were, is because there's so many gaming sites out there. There's so many journalists that are fighting each other over for news that readers get inundated with stuff. And over a period of 6, 7, 8, 9 months, you need to release 9, 10. Oh, yeah, here we go. How about the pull-up 3 here in Trent now? We're just going to drop it off. You need to make all these trailers. That was a horrible transition. I'm sorry. You need to make all these trailers, announcement or not, just to keep gamers' attention. I think that's too bad. And I think really, one of the things I've tried to do with my site that I created, Stuff's Happening, is to try to minimize some of the news coverage. Because there's really not that much gaming news out there. You need to be running a 24-hour game site. There's rumors, and then there's, all kinds of debates you can have about frame rates and all kinds of stuff. But really, I think a lot of it's overblown, and it's that kind of stuff that requires Ubisoft to have to crank out so many trailers. So that's kind of what the piece revolved around, as it were. But I'd be interested to see what your guys' thoughts were, because it seemed like a lot of people are just like, well, CGI is here to stay and get over it. I'm like, okay, well, I don't doubt that it isn't here to stay. The underlying issue, though, is just because something is omnipresent doesn't mean it's effective for the game industry. And I really feel like I don't really. Yes, I'm sure it creates jobs to have these CGI trailers, but you don't see the movie industry creating fake trailers with content that's not in their movie. I don't see why the gaming industry would be doing it. So, God, you just let them go right to the hoop. That's my thought there. So what's this? Someone said, don't use that word, don't. I know, don't use the... Okay, so stuff and things. So can I use a hashtag? Stacking Long ask an interesting question. Again, for the giveaway. This is when Kobe had a fro. For the giveaway, again, if you just tuned in, I'm giving away a Steam gift card, a League of Legends gift card, and also a Sony gift card. 25, 20, and 10 in value, respectively. I work for a site called Stuff's Happening. Whoever comes with the most creative usage of the word Stuff Happening and a hashtag. Oh, look at that. Jones with another steal. Most creative usage of the word Stuff's Happening. I prefer a hashtag. That's just easier to track. So if you want to use Twitter, you can also use Facebook. Just post it on the Stuff's Happening page. The only look at Jones. It's just quick hands. Shaq's going to take it. Oh, it's Campbell. I don't know who that is. Yeah. All you got to do is follow my Facebook and like my Twitter. So that's all I ask. Guys, get these gift cards. I have nothing to do with them. Well, I have plenty to do with them. I could use them for myself, but that's no fun. I might as well share it with you guys. And the only thing I'm asking is that you at least follow along with what I got going on, because it's a new endeavor, So, Sickly, CGI is a stopgap. It's only here to stay if visual technologies don't progress or improve. Yeah, again, I'm talking about the Assassin's Creed Rogue trailer, which is all CGI. There's really no point to it. You can make an announcement trailer. You can make an announcement without having a trailer. Put out the screen grabs, and that's good enough. Put out the screen grabs of the actual gameplay. I really get a hoot out of the fact that everyone's just like, oh, it's leaked. None of this stuff's leaked. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know enough to know that it's not leaked. I mean, they have multi-million-dollar departments out there. It just seems sexier to have it leaked. Look at the not Modern Warfare. What was this Call of Duty this year? Assault. That was quote-unquote leaked, right? Well, I don't know if I really even buy that. You put it out there, and it seems a lot hotter, a lot more exclusive. Birdman. It seems a lot more hotter, a lot more exclusive when you put it out there, and it feels leaked instead of Game Informer debuting it the old-fashioned way, like they were quote-unquote going to. So look at Barry. Look at a white guy taking it to the cooker. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? Is this U.S. only? This channel or what's? I'm confused. I'm definitely an American, so yeah. Leaked is totally the buzzword to get. Yeah, PJ Muse. Leaked is use a buzzword to get more people. Yeah, nothing is leaked. If it's on the internet, it exists. Yeah, I don't the whole leaked nonsense, because if it was leaked, they'd have them take it off. You know. Oh, Barry. Look at the aggressiveness. So NBA, no boys allowed, not by accident. Riff Raff knows the business. So again, for those just tuning in, welcome. I'm Paul. With the site called Stuff's Happening. That's right. Talk about gaming, sports, and politics. Assassin's Creed Rogue, the trailer came out. Nobody really seems to care about this. I'm kind of rambling on about it, which I'm more than happy to stop. But I thought people would have some type of opinion on it. I guess it's last gen. I'm going ahead and calling it last gen because it's basically what it is. Barry to the cooker again. Look at Blount. Yeah, from 12 every day. So, it's last gen. It also looks like it's implementing basically the same features from Black Flag. Looks like it's going to be naval warfare. You're Irish, apparently, even though the accent sucked. The prize at U.S. only. No, I'll mail it to anybody. You just got to give me your address. And PayPal me 62 cents. Half of that is true. So, no, I mean, well, that's a good point. Actually, the codes are, yeah, let me pause that, because that's actually, I think this is, let's see. Someone's asking, I'm giving away gift codes here. Redemption instructions. This does not say anything about being U.S. only for PlayStation. Usually PlayStation's okay. Yeah, PlayStation's okay. League of Legends and Steam are usually pretty good. So, again, I'm checking to make sure that this is international. I bought them all at GameStop, or I received them from GameStop. So, Riot points are usually global. So, as far as I know, these are all global. So, there you go. Yeah, that's the business. Like leaking Christmas prices are all, oh yeah, the GameStop, yeah. The black market flyer that magically just ends up quote unquote leaked to the internet, but has nothing really of any value. Oh yeah, Battlefield 3, that's $30. Awesome. Look at Bryant. Does Bryant want to pop up the J here? Now with Dwayne in his face. Barry, pump fakes. Gonna try to beat him off the dribble. Oh yeah, to the cooker. The ref saw what I like there. So anyway, that's the business. Yeah, so no one cares about Assassin's Creed Rogue. I think, what is it? Unity does look pretty solid, though. I think Unity is going to make us, even though I feel like Assassin's Creed already done everything it needs to do. You know, it's just mixing up the different settings, then sure. So, but we shall see. What else happened in gaming this week? Oh, yeah. So a study came out today, and I hate a lot of these studies because usually they're just excuses to, like, write stories about or to talk about during a Let's Play. Whoever Yahoo decides to do that. But there was a study put out about female gamers or women gamers or girl gamers, whatever the heck people call girls who play video games now. Look at Kobe, just being creative. Blount to the cooker. Yeah. 42% of women, they say, are gamers, but it was interesting. The women that are the people, when they're making in-app purchases, women make 42% or spend 42% more money on in-app purchases. They also play apps or games longer than men by about 45%. So, yeah, nothing shocking. My point was, it just kind of goes to show and delineates when you hear that 42% of women are girl game, 42% of gamers are girls. I think a lot of those are obviously they're playing. That was horrible. A lot of those are playing the apps, which is it makes no never mind. Who cares? Games are games. But I thought that was interesting because, it's still a hot button topic amongst a lot of people. So, and I mean, because I made the argument, you go to E3. I mean, if you guys ever been to a gaming convention, E3, PAX, what have you, it's 85 to 90% dudes. No shock. And people say, well, it's because they don't feel safe there or whatever. Whatever. You know, fine, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be a girl at a convention. The point is, though, what this study did elucidate, that's right, is the kind of games also that women were buying, the kind of apps that they were playing. That's great defense. Fisher's going to push it. He's got Kobe on the wing here. Transition. Oh, come on. Shaq the trailer. Yeah. The kind of games that they were playing, though, there were card games. There were also managerial simulation games. We're not talking, Democracy 3 here. We're talking Kobe with the pull-up J here. That's money. Ah, Shaq, the big uglies. No. Yeah, we're talking about like Kim Kardashian Sim. Like that's like the most popular app out there right now, like Kim Kardashian's Hollywood or something. So this is the kind of games that they were playing. So, it goes back to the argument of, why aren't there more games designed for women and stuff? Well, they are. They're in the app space. They're in the app store. I'm just going to keep popping J's with Kobe. When it comes to the shooters and what have you, oh, yeah, Fisher says no thanks. I think a lot of those are still being marketed to men because they're appealing more to men. So whatever. I don't really care for this debate, but I did think it was at least an interesting study that it's worth checking out. Again, I put on stuffshappening.com to one of the top stories on there. If you ever find yourself just wanting more information on that subject. Yeah, Kobe. Kobe's going to slam it home here. Yeah, that's something for the fans here. People are still doing acronyms, I believe, or abbreviations on NBA. So, Broski says, what did he say? I like how that started. I like how this guy sidetracks back and then go back to the top. He said, like it says rambling on, I'll follow. There you go. Yeah, so it's not easy. I'm talking, because all this is being recorded, so if I have one slip here, especially talking about girl gamers and all that, but then I might make a money J like that, and it's like I wake up, roll out of bed, ain't nothing but a thing here. So, for those tuning in, welcome to what's going on here. I'm Paul. I'm a guest on this channel. I run a site called Stuff's Happening. Tonight I'm with you, brothers and sisters, to give away 3 gift cards. All you have to do is use the hashtag Stuff's Happening, whatever that means to you, whatever that speaks to you. And follow my Twitter and also my Facebook. Ah, come on, Shaq. Come on, Shaq. Oh, look at this, wide open here. Kobe. Count it. Yeah. My Facebook and my Twitter, all that stuff. It's Stuff's Happening's Facebook and Twitter. I'm putting politics, gaming stories up there. I got a really cool interview with the politician coming up about bullying. Yeah, that's actually a thing. So, that's what I got. Let's see. Games are gender neutral. You don't have to be a guy to play the average PC. Yeah, it's a gender neutral thing, but I do think what this study elucidated, it makes sense. Certain types of games, I think, do appeal to certain genders in a certain respect. At least that's what this showed, because none of them were playing shooters. So, yeah, I'll allow people to draw their own deductions. I'm just draining threes here, trying to. I have Shaq down low. I should probably use him. Couldn't handle that one. Who's that? Fisher. Yeah, that's not the play. Probably should have slowed it down and wait for the cavalry to catch up, but that's okay. So Wiccan H says, great idea. I don't know if you're talking about my hair or just me doing a Let's Play and giving away gift cards, but great ideas are certainly welcome. I like the energy you're putting out there. But that's the business there. Interesting NBA news. Kevin Love, as expected, is now with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bet you that was contingent upon Fisher's going to beat him off the dribble. But that was contingent upon LeBron even going. Oh, Shaq. Foul. Oh, we're going to see Shaq shoot some from the charity stripe. Bet LeBron was contingent on going to Cleveland with Kevin Love. What was that? Kevin Love had to be there to make the deal happen. So, man, these guys all have the same agents, so I'm sure they're all talking about it and everything. And yeah, Cleveland had a great young team and all that. So this is impossible to make a free throw. Cleveland had a great young team, but with Kevin Love, now they're championship caliber. All you really need are 3 players in the NBA, and they've got them. So just throw a couple of yahoos on the bench and, rinse and repeat. But I still feel like Cleveland will find a way to screw it up this year. I'm saying that because I'm from Ohio. But, we'll see. At least they did everything they could do. You got your makeup kit in there or what? That's right. Pick and roll. God, I can't get that drop down low. Man, I got a hand in the face, that's for sure. Gamer is such a loose word. It's like ancient underwear. I don't like using the word gamer. It's customer. It's person that plays video game. Girl gamer, that's right. Yeah, see, I just think this is my thing with game sites. There's way too many of them because what happens, in order to create enough coverage, you end up talking about the definition of girl gamer and all kinds of stuff like that. Like, is girl gamer a thing? Isn't girl gamer a thing? Because these guys are all on the payroll and they're getting paid to write content. Sooner or later, you run out of things to talk about to where you end up just being like, well, what's the definition of a gamer? Well, what's the definition of a girl gamer? It's like, just play video games. Or watch people play video games. Or use the hashtag stuff's happening and win cards to play video games. That was pretty incredible right there. What's that? No, I'm just saying. It's nuts. I'm not hot. I'm just saying. I'm making a point of emphasis. He's out of here. This guy's hot about it. Oh, someone just watched the Stuff's Happening video, first week of August. That's right. I think that bumps me up to 16 views right there. That was me at, I shot that at the Alamo. Pick and roll. Take it to the cooker. Ah! You got to finish on that. Who's Campbell? So, let's see. Well, someone in the chat says, I'm not playing very good defense here. I'm gravitating back and forth. We need to differentiate the difference of the primary reason to watch girl gamers versus guy gamers. I don't know. You like watching what you like watching. You like watching this because I'm giving away stuff. I'm an alright guy, I guess, but let's be honest here. You guys are here for the swag. So, let's see. 3-on-1 here. Ah, sloppy. Alright, so I'm going to slow it down on offense. Or I could go 2-for-1. Yeah, I'm going to go 2-for-1, actually. So, crossover dribble. Barry's looking for the screen up top. He's got it. Alright, I'm just going to throw up a shot. Yeah, that probably was ill-advised. Video games don't cause... And there's another one, the whole thing. Every gamer out there who plays video games knows that the video game violence thing is ridiculous. One study pops up, news anchor, which is 90% of the time, says something about video games. Like, you know these guys...
Inside to Campbell, stolen by Bosch. With 2 seconds left.
Gain viewership.
James has got 17.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves.
As Fox News said something, when they say something silly like video game violence may be linked, it's like, who cares? It's like a little schoolgirl saying, like, getting a math problem wrong. So, but everyone gets all hell-bent because it becomes a story throughout the game. You know, it's good for that, though. I think M4G, it's a different kind of site because it's an aggregate site, but usually they have... So does Reddit Gaming. But even then, M4G gets in, like 60 frames land and all that stuff. But I think as a whole, though, that's a site. You don't see a lot of advertising on there. As a whole, it's a site that's pretty pure. So what do we got here in the chat? So what do you think on withdrawing from the USA roster? That's what Mr. Booker DeWitt said. That's right. A little Bioshock up in here. Overrated. Yeah, see, there's a blog post right there talking about how overrated Bioshock is. I know, yeah, I mean, you know, that's last week. Oh, gosh, he just dunked right over me. It's not easy multitasking, but yeah, so last week, what was it? Paul George, and I wrote about this on stuffshappening.com, that's right, broke his leg in like half during the game. It's a freak accident, though. I mean, that's something that could happen just as likely during a practice. Probably not a practice, but like a scrimmage. It was an unfortunate incident. And before that, the San Antonio Spurs wouldn't let probably their second-best player do any of this international stuff. So, I don't know. I think it's less about, you know, what do I think about it? I think it's, what's the value in being in this tournament? It's the first ever quote-unquote World Cup. You know, these players, yeah, they could risk health, but they also have to just rest in general. You know, what's to be gained by doing this? These guys in their contract aren't allowed to ski. They're not allowed to do a whole heck of a lot of activities, you know, during the off season, and yet here they are doing a professional basketball tournament. To me, that seems a little counterintuitive. I think you should just let the players be. If they want to voluntarily play, go for it, but I think it's kind of silly. Unless it is like a major event that happens once every 4 years like the Olympics. But this to me seems like just NBA trying to spread its wings, and it's like, what the heck is FIBA? You know, like, it's just something, you know, again, it seems more of a marketing ploy than anything else, and if I'm a player, I don't feel a need to be a part of it, you know, so. But you know who makes sense to be in it is a guy like Derrick Rose, who hasn't played basketball for like 2 years, really, when you break it down. That guy needs reps. Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument he could get injured any second, but if that's the case, he's just going to get injured any second. But he needs reps. Most of those guys have just come off a full season, you know, so what's the point? So you're saying BioShock 3 was highly overrated. Someone said check your mic. Can you guys hear me?
It was cutting in and out earlier.
Yeah, right. Okay, thank you. Sure. Look at that. BioShock 3, yeah. I just feel like by then we've kind of already seen all the surprises BioShock had, even though there was the ending and all that stuff. But am I getting smoked? I feel like I'm getting smoked. 12 points. A good game, but not the amazing. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I think it had a lot of hype. I think it was the rail system was kind of a disaster, even though I admired the ingenuity of it. So, I like the fact the game was trying something different. Yeah, that's got to fall. Shaq. Put it back in. Yeah. Glad I only spent $5 on it. Oh, yeah, then you really have nothing to complain about. I don't think I bought that, actually. I think I just stole the copy from here. So, what else do we got? That was horrible to watch. Oh, yeah, the leg breaking. We were talking about Paul George's leg breaking. Yeah, that was tough, but it's sports, you know. And the thing I wrote about in the piece when stuff's happened is everyone, what'd they do? They immediately started blaming the hoop, which makes no logic. Yes, if he didn't land on the hoop, there is a tremendous chance that he didn't get injured. The chance is much more likely. But you know what? Maybe he would have tore his ACL if it was a foot back because he would have stumbled awkwardly. Who knows? The fact of the matter, it's the same symptom of gaming sites, the fact they need to talk about stuff 24 hours. You know, the guy got injured. It sucks. You know, analyze what that means to the team. You know, maybe discuss if these guys should be playing in the game. But don't just jump to the fact that the hoop was an inch further, like literally an inch. Look at Shaq. Literally an inch further than regulation. I know most stadiums are like a foot or two, but I mean, like, come on, guys. That becomes the whole story and all that. And I'm not an NBA player. Maybe it is an actual risk. But I find it odd that all of a sudden guys just come out of the woodwork with it, you know, so I don't know. Oh, look at Jones. I think I'm going to pull up for the 3 here. Transition 3. All right, sports fans, back in the action. People are talking BioShock 3 in here. Sure, I guess I'll allow it. I mean, it's pretty old. Look at Shaq. Paul, do you think there actually is something called grape culture, or is that just an old wives' tale? I just said that out loud. So what else we got? Midway through, it started feeling like a rail shooter. Yeah, so BioShock, it really became predicated on the rail and all that stuff. But I also just felt like, I don't know, the cemetery thing I had to do 3 times. I kind of felt like I could just do that once. That was hard for me, emotionally. But I felt like it just became a little repetitive. You know, you got, what were the elixirs? They mixed up the elixirs and all that stuff, and then they gave you bigger guns. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't know. I guess I just kind of felt a little checked out by it. If you already played the first 2 BioShocks, I think by BioShock 3, especially if you didn't like the rail stuff, it didn't have a whole heck of a lot for you to offer. Look at Kobe's going to beat him off the dribble. No. Dish it out. 3 to Ori. Clutch shooter. Yeah. I constantly felt like it was to walk to arena. Yeah, that too. Again, we're talking BioShock 3. Yeah, I mean, a great game, a great entry in the franchise, but a good game, I guess we would say. But it's not, I don't feel like it really redefined things. And you had guys just talking about how it was like, oh, that's how you make a video game, and it redefined. And it's like, well, yeah, it's a great game. But, I mean, to me, how you make a video game is like Spec Ops The Line. That's a shooter, because I tried something different. That was a story. Oh, come on, Showtime. Like that was a shooter. You know, it had a story to, like, that was a story I actually paid attention to. You know, like, I felt, like, emotions with it. It was fun. You know, it was third person, which, all right, let's slow down the offense here, guys. It was third person, which I liked. You know, sometimes third person shooters, you can feel a little disconnected or it just can be a little sloppy. I'm just raining all 3s. What's another game I feel like was a good example of just kind of Watch Dogs, obviously. I feel like Watch Dogs. Anyone? No. That was a troll, or meant to be. I haven't played Watch Dogs yet, but I know enough about it to not really be that interested in it. Grand Theft Auto 5, I think, is an interesting example of, like, that's how you make a video game. Because that, to me, is just like, it's like the rich kid made a video game. You know, like, not anybody can do that, but if you have unlimited resources in 5 years, like, yeah, you're going to make a video game with everything ever. Yeah, we're just going to take this to the hoop, right? So, am I a Halo player enthusiast? Probably not. I mean, I played the heck out of the first 2 Halos, but I can't call myself a Halo enthusiast anymore. Fall, yeah. I'm excited about the new one, I guess. I played Bungie and think it's great. I know that's kind of doesn't count. Well, that counts, right? I admire what Bungie did with Destiny and Activision, I guess. I don't know. I think that's going to be great. And I like the fact that someone spent $500 billion in a game, $500 million in a game, and it looks like it'll pan out. Most of that's advertising, but Resident Evil 6 is a good example as well. A lot of the Resident Evils. I like Hitman too. I think Hitman does a lot of good things, but I just like that as a game. I don't think it's like an example of like a great game or whatever. You know, it doesn't rewrite the books. I just like it. So, Metal Gear, the new one, I think did some really cool things. People ripped on it because it was like super short. It was basically a game demo, but I think that ignores the fact that it was like a really solid game. I think it was probably visually the best game I've ever seen. Oh, come on, same team. Come on. Oh, this is ridiculous. And then count it. 500 million billion might be good. Yeah, 500 million. Uber Soldier 2, anyone? No, not me. Let's see. What Sickly's talking, the first one, I think BioShock, right? So what we're talking about here in the chat is great games. Games are just like, oh, that's how you do it. Like that's a great game that people are like, oh yeah, BioShock. Well, BioShock was like a good game, but it didn't like redefine things. I said Spec Ops: The Line, and no one really has kind of said anything about that yet. I don't think a lot of people got around to that one too, but Fisher from way downtown. Blount's gonna take this back to the cooker. Yeah. I didn't care for Sleeping Dogs. Felt like it was your run-of-the-mill sandbox. And I think if I were to play Watch Dogs, I would probably feel like, yeah, you can't really stop that. I feel like I'd probably feel like I'm playing Sleeping Dogs just in Chicago. So 3, 2, 1. It's good if it goes. That's in. Oh, come on. Anyway, that's the stuff and things. Well, this is exciting. We're about third of the way through the game, or three quarters of the way through the game. Paul, what stuff's happening? I'm giving away these. These are cards with activation codes. Sony, PlayStation, $10. Most Sony store, $10. League of Legends, $25 damn dollars. That's about 3,500 RP points. $20 Steam codes. All you gotta do is use the hashtag Stuff's Happening. Follow on Twitter, Facebook, all that jazz. I'm gonna give them away. I'm gonna rank the favorite submissions. You can tweet it. It's gonna be a joke. It can be a photo of you holding your dog. That should show you where I'm gonna be leaning on submissions here. And Stuff's Happening. So yeah, use the hashtag Stuff's Happening, and if you can submit as many as you want. If someone submits like 3 kick-ass ones, I'm giving you all 3, and I'll rank them 1, 2, 3, and whoever is number 1 gets to decide which card they get, and then we will go from there. So look at LeBron, just trying to make stuff happen. Oh, look at Bryant. That's his 5th foul. Oh, that's horrible, because he's like the draw here. Let's see. I can some Metal Gear Solid storyline 3 words, AI, virtual reality, and have a cheat. Yeah, I think the story was kind of whatever. I'm talking more of the visuals and the gameplay. I don't know. I'm kind of a Metal Gear sucker. My favorite game of all time is Metal Gear on the PlayStation. Metal Gear Solid. But, you know, let's see what we can do here. Should I call a play? Shaq to the cooker. Yeah, that's a crowd pleaser. I agree with Spec Ops Online, one of the biggest surprises. Yeah, Spec Ops I thought was great. You know what I also thought was really good? Like a great game, but not like we're going to talk about a decade from now. Maybe Tomb Raider. I thought Tomb Raider, the new one, was great. It was a little slow to start, and then it just became like an all-out shooter. And I thought it was fun. You know, I thought the storyline was kind of whatever, but it didn't drag. You know, it wasn't like AC3 or whatever. To Shaq, oh God, I got to get to the big ugly inside. But I thoroughly enjoyed Tomb Raider, and it was just long enough. Everyone likes making fun of games for not being long enough, and then they don't finish them. But I thought, yeah, I was really surprised by Tomb Raider. The definitive edition, which to me was the only edition that I played. So, Birdman, that's the shot I want. God dang it. Oh, that's great defense, though. Shaq corralling the ball. We're going to push it here. Kobe sees something that he likes. Yeah. Oh, count it. Let's see what we got here. I bet no one heard of Breakdown, though. I've heard of Breakdown. Let's see. I'm catching up for sure. I'm carrying on a conversation with my friends and colleagues in the lounge, and I'm also trying to beat the World Championship Miami Heat as the 96 Lakers. So I got my work cut out for me here. This is when Kobe had a fro. Yeah, so I'm down 2 possessions. It's a 2-possession game. So what else we got here? We got a couple hundred people in the lounge. This is exciting. So, again, just trying to make stuff happen. Look at Shaq. He's not going to allow that. Get out of the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen. All right, we're going to push it here. Jones, transition 3. No, wait for the cavalry. Here comes the pick. Oh, no, not inside. See, that's the thing about these games. It's kind of tough to control the passing lanes. Oh, that's not in. God, I had a hand in the face. Yeah, sometimes passing in this can be a bit of a challenge because the computer isn't exactly sure who you want to turn it to. So we're going to go with the 3 here. Try to catch up the old-fashioned way. Oh, come on! I just got NBA jammed. For those of you that play NBA Jam, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So Ori on ball. Yeah, oh, we need that loose ball. That's going to be in. Push it. Kobe. Yep. Find something you like. Backed it down. Yeah. Man. Kobe. I probably should have pushed that out, but Kobe's gassed. And who can blame him? He's just giving 110% all game. Yeah, see, they're killing clock. Look at Shaq on the perimeter here. Kobe on ball against the young Rashard Lewis. Not allowing any of that to happen. The problem here is they got to start worrying about the clock. That's great defense. So we got to push it. And I think Jones is going to have to pop a 3. He's got Battier on him. I'm not worried about it. That's in. All right, come on. So 5 points, 2.5 minutes. So everyone's talking gaming in the lounge. Timeout, sure. For those just tuning in, I'm giving away stuff and things. I'll talk about that in just a second, but 2.5 minutes left. I'm trying to roar and make a roaring comeback here. And I'm trying to focus a little bit of my attention on that, but thanks for tuning in. I know a lot of you probably hate sport games. Even though I'd make a convincing argument, this game isn't a whole heck of a lot different than League of Legends. I'll let you guys to ruminate on that one. So we're going to double team James here. That's not good defense. Oh! Caught a break. So Fisher's going to push it. That's in Shaq, the big ugly gets in the way. That's not good basketball. Okay, so I caught a break. So, all right, yeah, so Don Juan, the number 1, you're absolutely right. This does look real. See, everyone always complains about sport games, and they say, like, the only thing they have are great graphics. And then you tune into, like, all these gaming sites, and all they do is complain about how bad the graphics look on Watch Dogs or that, I don't know, something's not 60 frames a second. It's like, yes, they're primarily known for having kick-ass graphics, but you know what? That's not really a bad thing. Oh, he beats him off the dribble. You know, the fact that it looks like real life, I think that's pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but it's just me. Jones, God. I was going for the 3 ball. That's okay. 1 possession game, guys. And we got a $1:45 left. Kobe on ball. Don't leave your feet. I'm all over the place, but that's okay. Saran wrap defense. Ori's just playing. Look at the D. Shaq. They're trying to back him down. 5 on the clock. Double team? No, oh, they're going to call a foul? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, the Zebras bailed him out, and Kobe's fouled out. That's a bad break because I was playing excellent defense. Yeah, that better not go in. I just got NBA jammed. Someone says this is the worst looking game I've seen in my life. Well, that's right. You're obviously used to Contra, so I mean, it's only so many games can match the Daphne. All right, so we're going to push it here. Just get the ball to Shaq down low. Yeah, so that's all I gotta do. Mass Effect series, yeah, everyone gave 3 crap, but it was a great game. You know what also is underrated? Dead Space. Well, I thought Dead Space 3 was underrated, but that's the one everyone hated. Dead Space, people forget how great that was. Was it Visceral? Ah, the runner. You can't really stop that. Look at LeBron. Even his moves in this game are douchey. So Fisher's going to push it. God, they play great defense. I'll give them that much. Who's Smith? Shaq. It's just going to be all Shaq. Just a steady diet of Shaq. What console? Wiccan H says, what console are you most entrined to? Entrined? Sure. PS4. Xbox One did nothing for me. God, you cannot shoot free throws with Shaq. Like, there's no way to shoot a free throw with him. Because you hold down this button, you're supposed to release it at the top, but his top is literally forever. Like, that's like cheating. That's like AI being like, no, like, this is not going to happen. And then I get beat off the dribble. God bless it. Yeah, I think they did a nice job with the PS4. I think the PS4 really benefited from just horrible Microsoft marketing, really. It was like, yeah, it's been 7 years since we've had a console, so you're going to want to buy a new one, and those guys are kind of like being douchey. So here's ours. Yeah, so I think they really capitalized off Microsoft's mistakes. I think most of the exclusives from PS4 are kind of whatever. I enjoyed Infamous Second Son greatly, but it's not something that's going to change my world. You know, a lot of the PS4 exclusives, quote unquote, are like indie games. They're like sprites, you know, Towerfall Ascension. Towerfall sucks. It's like that's a game that's Mario from like 1986. You know, like it's fun, I guess, but it's like I have a Nintendo. Like I'll play Super Nintendo if I want to enjoy a game like that. You know, so still one possession game here, guys. And yeah, I mean, Towerfall was like the game on Ouya, and now people are excited that it's a PS4 exclusive. So, like, I think that says a lot about this generation of gaming. The console exclusives that really matter aren't going to come out for still like 3 months. I am excited about The Crew. I think The Crew will look really good. That's not really exclusive, but I'm excited about it. Yeah, because I don't know a lot about Project Cars other than it just like looks like real life. And that's not going to be in. Look at this guy, just soaring eagle here. Yeah. And I don't know a whole lot about what's the other driving game. Project Cars, The Crew. I always forget it. What's the third driving game I'm talking about? Ubisoft's The Crew, Project Cars, and then someone has their driving game. Anyone? Whatever. So, someone says, sickly, I think PS4 is going to pull way ahead because of the story game policy. You buy a dev kit and publish your game, bam, you're done. Yeah, I just think, you know, I don't know what is cool about the Xbox One. I don't know what's different. The PS4 controller to start. Like, they made the controller awesome. So there's a good start. I think the UI is a lot simpler. You know, I think Xbox was built around the Kinect, which is now gone-ish. You know, so Titanfall was neat, I guess. But I think people were, you know, they'll be like, I'm good with Call of Duty, you know. So we've got like 8 seconds left in the game, so Barry's just going to pop one. Yeah, so this is all she wrote, guys. Barry. Any thoughts on Sacred 3? Not for me. Not Need for Speed. No, Triple Kill. God, what's the third racing game coming out? It's not EA because they're mailing in Need for Speed this year, as they probably should. Yeah, so I don't know. So Logarian, that's right, says Skype doesn't work. It makes me sad. You can talk to me via chat, though, in spirit. So, Sacred, yeah, it's not really, just not my bag, you know. So, Drive Club, that's correct. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Slayer. Drive Club. Who's doing Drive Club? Ubisoft is The Crew, right? And then Drive Club is, it's a AAA publisher, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I don't know a lot about it. So, but I am excited about The Crew. I did a post. I thought it was cool. You can drive from LA to New York and vice versa in like 40 minutes. That's all I got. So we're going to play a blacktop game. That feels right. One-on-one? Yes. Yes, we are. And I'm going to play... Do I have a choice? Oh, it's 7. Yeah, oh, yeah. So who do I want to be? Probably a young Kyrie Irving, right? Sure. I'll purchase that. I'm playing with house money here, so... Drive Club is Sony. Yeah, so that's the PlayStation 4 exclusive. Yeah. So that's the business. So... And so Kyrie Irving versus Kid Gilchrist. Kid Girl. Yeah, so what did I thought I picked Kyrie Irving. Yeah, there we go. So we're ready to play ball here, guys. Yeah. Yeah, so well I've earned this. There we go, that's the business. So yeah. So again, if people are just tuning in, because I know we kind of like shuffling it out here. Yeah, that's right. So this is the giveaway. I think you see giveaway on screen here. Maybe, I don't know. So I'm giving away gift cards. Use the hashtag Stuff's Happening. Any creative way possible. Tweet it to me at Stuff's Happening or Facebook it to me on the Stuff's Happening Facebook page. The most creative response, I'm going to rank them, but the most creative responses get those cards. So what is this? Are we tackling for the ball? No, okay. So again, I'm Kyrie Irving here. Yeah, so I'm just going to make stuff happen. Get the board. Okay. So, yeah, all I ask is that you follow my Facebook and my Twitter, and that's it. I'm not going to ask for your email, none of that business. God, he's good. He is a good defender. So, these NBA guys are studs. Ah! Get the board. So I probably just pop a 3 here, right? God, he's... Yeah, at least I earned that. Are you sure you want me to follow you? Paganaflex? Pagan? I'm looking for best friends, my friend. I just called you my friend. Now you could be my best friend. We're that close. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I feel like I want to get to know people. And I feel like I'm doing some good stuff with Stuff's Happening. I feel like it's some interesting stuff. So, yeah, after much deliberation and thought, I do. Yes, I do think I want you to follow. But I thank you for double checking. That was a shot. Ah, that's to the... Yeah, I just got beat like a drum there. So 101's hard in this game. Yeah. Kyrie Irving with the backdoor. Yeah. So Booker DeWitt says, what's up after me? I have no idea. All I know is that I show up somewhere from 7 to 9. I'm promised ginger ale. And then after that, I go somewhere else. So unfortunately, I'm sorry I have a weak answer to your question. That's in, right? Ah! Do I get the rebound? Ah. Yeah, I mean, I thought that shot was good. Oh. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So, personalize me your sponsor. Maybe I'll bring you a subscribe button within the 7 days. Oh, boy. Sponsor? I don't know what sponsor you're referring to, but I'm a lone wolf on this one. So, Logarithm, you guys have figured out. After this business, you're going to see League of Legends, I guess. So, you could, yeah. So, right now, you're just seeing some halfway decent street ball. And what else do you guys want to talk about? Again, Stuff's Happening focuses on sports, gaming, and politics. Interesting week in politics. Russia just banned American imports of food. So we're not sending them food anymore, which is kind of funny. Because you know what Russia imports the most out of the United States? Chicken. That's right. They really have a hankering for our chicken. The only other country that imports more chicken than Russia from the United States is Mexico. And if you've been to El Pollo Loco, no more questions need to be asked. I bet people probably knew that. Where does all of our chicken go? It goes to Mexico, guys. Pollo, as it were. So, yes. Which is interesting, because also what Russia is doing, this is all in response, because we're like tightening up their bank accounts. And a lot of their energy companies are starting to feel it. But this is, I'm just doing stuff. That's not in, right? Oh, wow. Yeah, what Russia also did is they put 20,000 troops on the Ukrainian border, just their way of saying nah, 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 nah. It's a pretty big move, though. So it's interesting to see what will happen to Russia. Whether or not they also shut down the international airspace, too, over Siberia, which would be more serious than not enjoying our chicken. Because right now that doesn't really affect the United States, even though they are the second biggest importer of our chicken. We're kind of like whatever. You know, the National Chicken Council, which is actually a thing, made a statement saying like, yeah, we're good. So, again, you're on Twitch right now and you're getting your update on the poultry situation between the United States and Russia. You're welcome. So, but yeah, also part of the deal is Russia's banning European fruits and vegetables, which is a bit bigger of a deal. It's like a $15 billion a year business. So, oh, break the ankle. To the cooker. Ooh, yeah, all right, posterized. So, right now, there's no defense occurring whatsoever. So, that's a pretty, yeah. All right, so he's stuck. Ah! I just realized there's a guy on the PA that's douching it up here. Is that it? That's it, right? Ah! So all we need is one stop here. The elusive stop. That could be it. That could be it. Ah! Get the board. There you go, guys. Giving you a good show here, huh? Backs it down, backs it down. Tie ball game. Wouldn't PC, it doesn't seem fair that private persons' bank accounts. Well, a lot of these are corporations within Russia that have Russian cheese, you know. And yeah, you're right, but it's also, you know, this is farmers from the United States that aren't having their products sold in a foreign country too. So it cuts both ways, you know. So when you go after a country, inevitably, I just got run over. When you go after a country, just by definition, you're going after the people, you know. So unfortunately, that's why you don't want to elect yahoos that don't seem to represent the people, you know. So, but it is what it is. When you fight wars, you're killing people within that country, you know. So obviously, we're not there yet. We're just not selling our chicken. So this guy's not really giving me anything down low. So I'm going to back it up, cross over. This guy's giving me nothing. This looks like a bad possession. So I'm just going to go for the 3-ball. Oh, yeah. Because when life doesn't hand you the ball down low. Sounds like looking for independence, which is good in my opinion. Riff-raff. Yeah, I don't know what Russia's really looking for. I didn't know Vladimir Putin, however, has an 87% approval rating in his own country, which is kind of crazy. So he basically can do whatever he wants. But who knows how accurate that approval rating really is. However, people, you know, it's a lot of nationalist pride in Russia. You're the prime minister, you know. Like, it's not like in the United States where we like to criticize our politicians and all that stuff. We also get a pretty balanced take on them because we have a free media, and in Russia they have a media that's pretty much predominated by the government, so they're only getting one side about how heroic their guys are. Come on! So it's 21 up. I'm pretty sure it's win by 2 here. So if I drain this is a bold play. If I drain a 3, step back, it should be ball game. Yeah. Oh! So I gave him the window, but that's okay because, you know, I've always been aggressive. Probably, but what he does is he controls the media. You control the media, you control whatever the polls say. So I just found a very cool game. The ambience Grim Reaper looks like I'm going to heard of it. Great band though. So I think I might have to I'm going to beat him off the dribble. Yeah, I got him in the air. That's in, right? Yeah. So just help get cheaper chicken. They're going to have inflation problems because of this.
Some new batteries.
All right.
I check your.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it in your oh, it's right there.
Yeah, you got it?
It was fitting a little. What am I doing? It's just keep it here.
You have to change the batteries?
No,
Okay.
batteries are good.
All right, guys.
It could have just been your hand trick. Oh, this is pretty rad. I've been listening.
You haven't seen this?
I was listening.
Yeah,
but
it's cool, right?
Wasn't watching. I've been listening.
Yeah, it's the street ball. 1-on-1.
Dude,
It's win by 2.
that's pretty rad.
Yeah, so that's a bad shot. Oh, man. Ubrisk, though, knows the business. Yeah, so what this policy ended up doing is just end up overinflating prices and causing a food shortage, but I don't think Putin's too worried about his own people on this one. He's a very stubborn guy that is more concerned about his image in the international stage. So, Paul, what politics aren't you comfortable talking about? I don't know. Not really uncomfortable talking about anything. I just think there are some subject matters that are overblown and aren't worth as much time. What are those? I don't know. I think we're a very emotional state in our country right now, and I don't know. I think there's a lot of issues that deserve a lot more attention that aren't getting it, which is why creative stuff's happening. You know, I did an article about a drug that costs $250 billion a year. No one's talking about that, but every day you hear something about, you know, rights this and rights that. And yes, I mean, you know, I think it's good to be fighting for our rights and all that kind of stuff, but some of that I feel like is not overblown. You know, like, I'll give you one, sure, the Washington Redskins logo. You know, that's still national media, and instead of the fact that American taxpayers are paying hundreds of billions of dollars for drugs that we can't afford because of a government monopoly, we're debating whether or not the Washington Redskins should change a logo. And you know what'll solve that debate? When people are so upset that the Washington Redskins have a Native American as their logo, that they stop buying the product and they stop going to the game. So that's how you fix that. You don't fix it by having every Yahoo host on TV debate about it. Look at Gilchrist getting up in my grill. I don't know if I appreciate that. So, Logarth the enemy, Russia and China are like lifelong enemies. Well, you know what the saying, keep your enemies closer than your friends. China and Russia have a huge natural gas deal. One of the reasons people kind of let Russia get away with whatever they want, because Russia has an enormous supply of natural gas. And China and Russia are they're starting a, like, I think it's 20 or 30-year deal in 2018 that basically makes Russia the home for Chinese natural gas. So I don't know if they're enemies or not, but they're certainly partnership on that deal. And any move the United States would have to make in terms of military intervention or what have you against Russia, they'd have to pick up the phone call and call China, because they are extremely dependent on Russia for one of their major resources. This is just incredible. This is played at 21, guys. And Kid Gilchrist and I are just having it out. That's 9 in. Okay. So Neostorm, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, stuff's happening. Come on. Stuff's happening. Again, the site that I run. It's about politics, gaming, and sports. I know a fair amount about, I like to think, gaming. At least I have my finger pretty much on the pulse in the world. I know a lot about sports, unfortunately. As a sports journalist, so politics, stuff, and things, guys. I think it's just important to know this stuff. You don't have to, you know, be a... I mean, I'm just making it rain in here. You know, you don't have to have a master's in public policy, but I think it's... A lot of stuff's going on around us. God, miss a shot, will you? I have to just make this happen. Yeah, you like the education? That's okay, good. At least one person. There we go. So, again, for those tuning in, this is played at 21 here. I'm Kyrie Irving trying to make this happen. There's an ankle broken. Yeah. So, is there such a thing as missing the basket? Yeah, no. No. Bionathon, you ask a lot of good questions. I'm just proving my skill here. And Kid Gilchrist and I are just putting on an absolute show. This is AI. This is not somebody online or what have you. I'm just this could be my moment here where I don't make a shot. Yeah, no. Who are we kidding? Ah, God, I looked at the chat screen and let Gilchrist run right by me. Like that would have mattered. You guys want me to make a 2 here so we at least make this more interesting? Because I kind of don't. I stopped my dribble. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep it going here. Just gonna keep it up. Ah, Gilchrist. I have to shoot a 2 here eventually, right? Oh, he gave me the baseline. Ah. See, the thing is, when you get on that side of his hip, well, Gilchrist he has the measurables, so I mean, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so I make a 2 and it's over. I got it right. That's it. Ball game. Yes. Yes, you saw it. Witnesses, all of you. Ah, well, that's exciting. Look at Gilchrist. Gilchrist is dead. He's literally banging his head against the concrete. He just lost an epic matchup. My earnings are being saved. I better have made just like a G on that. So for the 612 watching, that was an epic one-on-one matchup. I think they call it street ball. I'm not sure. I don't play. It's blacktop. I don't play with chain hoops. So not a lot of guys would have done that. That was an aggressive play, but I've always been an aggressive player. So we're going to do another quick game here, and it's not going to be your typical game. I'm going to be one of these old school teams. Bulls. Yeah. So Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, a young Luke Longley. Yeah, so that's happening. And who should be the team that I play against? Let's see, Jazz, Stockton, Malone. That's cool, but not really. Kemp? No. Bulls, Magic. Oh, they've got a young Shaq. So Sickley's talking a lot of, well, yeah, Russia's responding to the fact that we post sanctions against them. But guess what? Bad things happen when you side with people who shoot down commercial airplanes. So I don't shed a tear. Yeah, this is going to happen. I don't shed a tear for anything the Russians are doing or anything they're opposing against them. The alternative is just bombing. You know, the alternative is going in there and, you know, lighting up the sky. I mean, there's a reason you pose sanctions, you know. I mean, if they keep this business up with Ukraine and putting 20,000 troops on the border and, you know, try to act like this is Cold War Part 2, you know, like, the United States will never let that happen because Obama doesn't want to be known as a guy who got into another war. But, you know, that's the business. Is Michael Jordan not in this game? Yeah, he's shooting him. So, that's right. So, there you go. Wiccan H. Stuff's happening. There you go. Nice use of the hashtag. I appreciate it. The Bad Boys. That's right. Oh, the Bad Boys. That's correct. I should have selected them. But you know what I did? I saw Clyde the Glide Drexler and, like, yeah, that's happening. So, Sickly, most of the people in the U.S. don't like the NSA. Yeah, you know, so. Let's see. True, but negativity still goes towards the U.S. Not trying to trash U.S., just want to hear the opinion from over there. Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously our opinions are very stilted, but it's interesting to try to get a Russian opinion because so many media outlets from Russia are government controlled. Yeah, so it's like, I don't, you know, there's Russia Today, which is kind of like whatever. But it's very difficult for me to try to find an actual Russian opinion as an American blogger, as it were, you know, or a guy running his own internet site. I'm pretty good at research too, but it's not easy, which is too bad, you know, because you could say the same thing. I mean, in America, we get, you know, on TV, CNN and Fox News primarily. However, I mean, our access to the internet, I mean, I can go on Al Jazeera if I want. I can go on BBC. I can go on Moscow Times. And it's not the same in Russia, you know, so I know that much. So let's see here, Riff Raff. It's all about the Illuminati, boys. See, Bushmech gets it. Yeah, see, it's the Illuminati. It's also, what's the Da Vinci Code thing? I don't know, I just felt like saying that. So, there you go. So, Neostorm's got a theory. The plane was shut down because they had the world's top HIV scientists aboard. Now it is used as a tool for inciting a war. Well, they were going to an AIDS conference, I think was the whole business, right? So, Xander's out of here. Got a hot date. That's right. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Holy Toledo. Oh, you're over your shift, huh? Yeah, how does that feel?
And the Bulls go through their pregame routine.
Michael Jordan, yeah. It's a young Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman from the United Center. Yeah, Xander's got to go home and be with his kids. This is 1995 Chicago Bulls versus a young 1991 Portland Blazer team. Who remembers the video game Bulls versus Blazers? EA Sports. Look how far we've come. A young Duckworth. I don't know who any of these guys are. Bo Porter. People seem to like Guardians of the Galaxy. Is it? I feel like all these movies are the same. Look at the shorts. Clyde the Glide, they even gave him high shorts. I'm going to get smoked by Drexler this game.
I went to the NBA Finals in '97.
Really?
Bulls Sonics.
Oh, yeah, that's right. A young Kemp.
With the Ray-Ban.
Gary Payton. Yeah, the glove. Yeah, that's right. All right, so Porter on ball here. Look at Drexler. I told you. Oh, wow. That's the only shot Drexler will miss all game. Harper pushing it up the court to Jordan. Ah! I mean, there's no reason not to just play Jordan all game, right? Just to be Michael Jordan all game.
Now here's Drexler.
It's weird to think that you can Ah, Jordan on ball. That's one foul. That didn't take long. Lakers versus Celtics. Magic Bird, sure.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
Riff raff. Yeah, so we're talking Russian-United States conflict here, because that's the thing still. It's kind of a mess in the international landscape right now. Iraq being taken over by ISIS. We don't know if we should go in there and light up the sky and take them out, or just drop them aid. Iraq's being overrun, you know, so Syria. Obviously, there's the ceasefire in Israel and Gaza that no one really knows if that's going to last or not. All signed. Look at Rodman on ball here. Look at Longley. Just dropping an elbow. Just to the hoop. Yes. Oh, and finish. No. So, yeah. Well, thanks, Bianathan. I was a sports announcer, so be sure to follow along with the stuff's happening stuff. Like the Facebook page. Follow on Twitter, man. It's going to keep going. So, that's the biz. But, yeah. So, again, for those tuning in, 96 Bulls versus a 91 Portland Trailblazer team, but you knew that by looking at the shorts. Look at Jordan just on ball. Drexler, I let him alone there, but that's okay. Ah! We're going to give it to Jordan here. Just let him create. Yes, this is going to be a triple team. Yeah. Ah, Jordan missing a shot. This feels unrealistic. Graphics might look great, but Jordan's missing shots in your basketball game, guys. I'm just running all over the place with the J. Oh, Luke Longley, another foul. The ceasefire ended in like 4 hours. Yeah, so no one really kind of knows what's going to happen. You kind of get the feeling that it's not over. Well, it never will be over, but you kind of get the feeling this round still isn't over. So, what a mess, though, huh? It's where all of our foreign aid goes, guys, to Israel. Most of it. So, it's worth staying plugged in there. And don't think the international landscape doesn't know that we're financing a lot of that stuff. So, I'm not, I don't take sides on that, but I think it's worth noting what's going on. So, look at Rodman fighting for the rebound. I'm not playing very good basketball right now. I'm also thinking about geopolitical topics to discuss, so you have to excuse me. Hamas has never honored anything. Well, there you go. So, it's interesting, though, because, what is Hamas? It's a terrorist. Oh, look at Jordan just making it happen. Yeah, dunk. Yeah, he's amazing. It's labeled a terrorist organization, but there are a lot of people. I get this. I get the sense it's like you live in a gang area, right? You're not part of the gang, but you live in the part of town. Maybe isn't nice, but it's like gang control. Are you a part of that gang? Well, no. You just happen to live there, even though a gang controls it. And sometimes you got to pay money just so they don't give you a hard time. Does that make you a part of that gang? No. I think it's a very similar. I think it's a very similar situation in Palestine with Hamas. You're in their territory. Are you part of it? Well, not. No. I mean, you're not firing rockets over there. You're trying to sell lettuce. And yeah, all of a sudden you're affiliated with the group, though, because no one knows any better across the pond. So it's not always that simple, but I think in a lot of cases it kind of is. Look at Jordan creating space. Who is this? Harper? That's got to be in, right? God. Look at Rodman trying to keep the play alive, though. So Porter's probably going to nail that. Nope. So Jordan's going to push this. Here's the J. 4 guys. No one's going to. Well, Harper again. God, he can't shoot. Rodman with the board. Nah, Rodman's not your scorer. It's a little surreal to be playing as these cats, though. I'll say that much. Yeah, okay. So Archerman's up. How are you? Nunam said they voted in Hamas. Enough said. Well, yeah, but all these elections aren't. I'm not looking for excuses and all that kind of stuff. I just think the pieces that I've seen, and I've taken a look at some of the people that are part of the groups or what have you. It doesn't seem like they have a whole much of a choice. A lot of these, you're refugees, you're born into these situations. You want to kind of mind your own peace. It's the people around you that stir up a lot of this stuff. So you vote them in, I guess. But what's your choices? And how many of these are actual legit votes? So I don't know. It's a complicated situation, and I don't know, what role does the United States play in it? What role would we want to see us play? what would we do if Mexico was firing rockets across Tijuana to San Diego, you know? Interesting points. So
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ryan is checked in for Duckworth. Robinson comes in for
So D. John says Harper can shoot in this game. You just have to learn a stroke. I think you're absolutely right, because I think that's what I'm thrown off by. Tony Kukoc and Steve Kerr. All right, Harper's never shooting the rest of the game. So we're going to let Kukoc get touches early here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, easy peasy. I appreciate your advice on Harper, but it's going to be a steady diet of Kerr and Kukoc all game. Why are those guys starting? Why did I have Harper in? That's what I was wondering. And Petrovic. It's going to be Longley. Oh, Willington. Holy shnikes. I just have this white guys raining threes right now.
passes it to Simpkins.
Simpkins, we're going to call for the pick.
He's at the pick. There's the pass to Wennington.
Winnington. God, I forgot. What was it? Luke, right? Yeah, because he always had the scruff. Luke Winnington. God, my 5 right now are better than my starting 5. I didn't have Jordan out here, and I'm fine with it.
Ainge kicks to Robinson.
I like to play around the perimeter, so. What's that?
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew Conrad
So let's see. They were raised to hate, so that's what they do. It's not their fault. We can't let them kill whoever they want. Nunon with the opinion. It's a tricky situation, man. Yeah, a lot of that culture is brainwashed. That's for sure. So, and I don't think. And the tricky thing is they're brainwashed and, you know, using photos by Israel bombing the hell out of them, bombing schools. You know, so it's what do you do?
for Bryant.
You mean, do you not fight and don't give them propaganda, or do you fight and try to take out as many of the rocket shooters and the tunnel diggers as you can? Look at Kirk trying to make stuff off ball. Let's give him a pick. Free him up here.
Porter against Kerr.
Winnington, that's not his shot. Kukoc, that's his shot. It's Kerr. Ah,
Bryant with the rebound.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those.
they did play
shots
solid
really
defense
great.
on that one. Kukoc on ball.
Here's Ainge. He feeds
Ah,
to Robinson.
oh, he went with the trailer. Winnington's all in his face. How's he making that shot? So, Ubris, okay, your leaders choose to pick a war with Israel and use the civilians as human shields, then cry when people die. It's war, people die. You don't want people to die, concede. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yes, obviously I know, but the whole human shields thing, I think it's just, it's the simple fact of the matter is they're operating in civilian areas, you know? So I think what the
Down to 5 on the shot.
Hamas and the Palestinians would say is like, well, it's not human shields, it's Gaza is where people live. See, that's been their response. I obviously don't know. I haven't seen any of this stuff. But I think it's the person talking about brainwashing and all that is it's accurate, you know? And I think as the United States, our best interest is staying the heck out of there as much as we can. It's horrible, but it's, I mean, my God, it's 5,000 miles away. We're a country in tremendous debt, you know, paying, again, $250 billion a year for drugs, one of them, you know, and we're worried about organizations like Hamas. Oh, it's good if it goes, right? Ah, worried about organizations like Hamas and Israel and IDS fighting wars that are fundamentally millennia old. So, I don't know. I mean, that's my philosophy on it. I know it kind of looks the other way, but heck, you know, you send John Kerry over there, within 2 days, the Israel media is blaming him for stuff. So it's like, well, you know what? We're the ones giving Israel all their money, primarily. I mean, we give them, we're their largest donor of foreign aid. So, you know, they'll get over that one real fast.
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up.
You know, biting the hand that feeds you. Give Jordan the ball. Jordan needs the rock. Actually, let's give Pippen some touches.
Out there with Drexler.
Ah, that was not the shot. So anyway,
In at the 5 down.
Rodman's shooting that ball all the way to North Korea. That's right. I forgot. Rodman and the whole thing was North Korea.
Drexler drives in.
Drexler, just give him the lane. Come on, guys. Not playing good ball here, but that's what happens when you talk about geopolitical crises. I think Iraq's the trickier situation. I think that's because that, I mean, that's a more of a quote-unquote American issue in the sense that, you know, obviously we went in there and intervened and, oh, Pippen, finish. You're supposed to be a Hall of Famer. So, and you got ISIS that's really doing some nasty stuff over there. You're talking about trapping people into hillsides and saying, hey, join our cause or we'll kill you, doing this to Christians. That's a horrible problem. I mean, that's something that needs to be dealt with because that's something the United States, in a lot of ways, directly caused. So, where's Jordan? Jordan's just, yeah, shoot the 3. Oh, man. This is why you're down 15 because Jordan is not nailing a decent look from behind the arc. Yeah, so steal it.
Haynes dishes to Drexler.
So we're going to...
Williams, a screen on
now Williams makes a foul from 40 feet. So what do we got here? Make sure to reduce the amount of people who can get weapons and make sure those who are granted the rights to wear weapons are sufficiently upright. Yeah, I mean, there's so many weapons in this world. I mean, Russia can give the world's most powerful weapons to whoever they want. How do you restrict those guys? You know, it's a good movie. What is it, Lord of War? A young Jared Leto. Really good performance. Jordan, clear look at the hoop. Ah! Drexler, yeah. Clyde the Glide getting involved here. I don't think Jordan has any points. For those tuning in, I don't think I'm that bad at this game. My head isn't completely into it. And surprisingly, the Portland Trailblazers are playing excellent team ball. And I'm really just kind of trying to play Jordan as much as I can. That's all right. Winnington's going to mount the comeback trail here. So Jordan doesn't shoot three. Don't know too much about basketball, do you? Yes. I know Jordan's game is playing off the dribble, but he still can knock down a three. The point was it wasn't a good look. And Jordan can shoot threes just like LeBron can shoot threes. He was a complete player. He wasn't like a young Ray Allen, you know, just like that was his game, is just 40% from the perimeter. But like, let's be honest. I'm playing a video game with Michael Jordan. I'm going to shoot it from no matter where I am. Like, get used to it. Like, this is just going to be me dumping it around to Rodman. Ah! Yeah, according to that, it would be Jordan doesn't pass. Look at Pippen. Man, that's not a good break. He's a career 30% three-point shooter. That I didn't know. I would have said he was about 34, 35%. But let's see what happens when he... Look at Glide. Glide is just all over him. Let's see how he is from mid-range. Yeah, so... What's Kobe's three-point percentage? I bet Kobe's probably around a 33, 34. Kobe and Jordan's game compare very favorably. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen that viral video that's going around of someone matching up the two of them playing like side by side. I can't afford that to go in. Okay, Jordan, push it. So he's got Pippen. No reason I'm not taking this all the way, right? Yeah, that's right. So, break a leg, oh no, too soon. A warrior must be tough, high level of integrity and wisdom. That's right. Mid-range, yeah, mid-range 2 all day with Michael. Absolutely. Try to create a shot. That was kind of a weird free throw stroke, though. I guess that's how he shot. Yeah. All right. So we're mounting the comeback trail with a young Michael Jordan.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
So, Gamer X9, sounds like you're, okay. I went for the reach in there, which is ill-advised. Sounds like you're an avid fan of NBA 2K. They put a new teaser out today. I think you guys know my opinion on teasers right now. Showing off this year's version with Kevin Durant. Harper, you've got him.
Outside Jordan.
So, Rodman's going to set a pick here. We're going to go mid-range 2. That ball's on the ground. I mean, I didn't even, that was horrible gameplay, right? Like I was a horrible player on that play. There he is. What's up, Gary? How you doing? Good. There's a horrible play on that, but Jordan just allowed it to happen. So I'm running around like a chick with my head cut off, but that's okay. So again, for those just tuning in, I am doing a giveaway tonight. Use the hashtag Stuff's Happening, and you can use, and you'll receive 1 of 3 gift cards if your submission is witty, clever, and somewhat without profanity. The ball's on the ground. Yeah, okay. So use the hashtag Stuff's Happening, like my Twitter at Stuff's Happening, and my Facebook, and send me a photo. It could be a tweet. It could be a quote. I don't really care. Kukoc to the cooker. Yeah, up and under. And you can win one of these 3 cards. PlayStation, Steam, League of Legends. Legends is 25. Steam's 20. So there you go. Free games, guys. Well, yeah, sure. Oh, that's not a reach-in. That's all ball. I don't know what that's all about. I'm just sports. As for those previews nowadays, it's all cinematic. Yeah, I talked about this earlier. The Assassin's Creed Rogue trailer to me was worthless because it was all CGI. And this is, it's a waste. But, you know, I guess it's their cover boy and all that stuff. But when I saw a teaser or announcement trailer, I thought there'd be, I knew it would be short. I didn't think it'd be that short. It was 30 seconds. So this guy's excited that he knocked down a 2. Kerr with the pull-up J here? What do we think? I want to create the shot, though. Kukoc. Can we penetrate? Ah, no, we can't. So that's, yeah, all right. So right now the Blazers are just playing excellent team ball, and I can't really figure out my parts here on the Bulls. Kerr, I don't like taking the ball up court. I really just want him shooting threes. Kukoc is cutting down the lane. I think I've got him. He's creating his own shot. Kukoc is solid. I thought he'd just be more of a three-point specialist. Dare I say, like a young, Doug McDermott. I just pulled that one out of my ass. I think it works. Kukoc and Doug McDermott project as the same type of player, correct? Anyone in the Twitch room can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that works. Bushmech, stuff's happening. That's right. That's the hashtag. Good usage of it. However, it needs to like be included with the photo or a quote or a line, or you can just follow my pages or what have you. But I want people to really put their spin on stuff's happening. Really explore the space. You know, so look at Kerr. Speaking of exploring, just saran wrap defense. Kukoc, I'm going to allow that shot. Yeah, that's why. Kukoc, push it. What do we got here on the wing? I don't know. Kerr sees something that he likes. To Rodman. That's not his shot. See, like, that's the thing. Rodman can't shoot at all. I was hoping that'd be a young Luke Winnington as my trailer. We're going to push this again. I don't care if that's Rodman. Rodman, yes. What is that? Dunk it. It's all right. Let's get a young Carmen Electra probably courtside. So, arrogance must be stopped. Listen, that's just my style of play here. All right, so Loco for Coco. That's right. Hey, new viewer. Are you saying I'm a new viewer, or you're saying, hey, I'm a new viewer? Anyway, welcome to the program. Playing 2K14. And I don't know how much longer I have to play for it. But, yeah, 8:20 right now. So, that's the business. Again, follow along at Stuff's Happening on Twitter. Don't worry about my Twitter. I don't really care about mine. It's Stuff's Happening is where I tweet from now. So, yeah, so Mr. Sanzai says, how are you going to play 2K without the 2K cam? Excellent point. And this is Twitch plays. Sure. Twitch plays NBA 2K14. So if you want me to play with the 2K cam, I am. I don't particularly care for it. Because I grew up playing basketball games just with the broadcast style. But I was certainly rewarded on that effort. But if that's what you want to see, then I can certainly make stuff happen. Yeah, Rodman was a layup or a slam dunk guy. Rodman was what you just call a lunch pail player. He cleaned up. He was like a young Joaquin Noah. I think they both project similarly. Look at Jordan, just allowing that to go over his shoulder. All right, so we're still in this one, guys. We got to just free up some shots for Jordan here, and I think we're good. Didn't mean for that to go off. That's supposed to be a dribble. But okay, we'll shake that off. So Kersey's wide open. But you know what? Yeah, well, yeah, Rodman did it. Rodman was great in the sense of, like, he was, like, above average player. He was on an amazing team. But he was, like, an above average player, but you knew who he was because he, like, did all that weird stuff. Like, I think he hung with, like, the Dalai Lama, and, you know, he dyed his hair, and, you know, was just a weirdo. But, yeah, I mean, he was just kind of like an average player. Jordan's got that, right? Yeah, we need to get Drexler in foul trouble immediately. So, arrogance is harder to cure than cancer. I don't know. It's an interesting theory, though. Is arrogance harder to cure than cancer? For a philosophy like 220 class. That's like ethics. That's what you talk about in ethics. All right, so a young Porter. Just going to really put the pressure on him here. He's trying to kill time here, but that's okay. That's not good defense. It's all right, a cut a break there. Jordan's going to push it. We don't have numbers, but I don't care. I'm Michael Jordan, so. Yeah. So someone said Harper's a good stroke. You just have to get used to it. I agree with that. I think you just have to hang on it a little bit longer. I forgot Harper was even a player on this team. So let's get Longley involved down low here. Make his presence known. Jordan need Pippen or Rodman on the team? Yeah, who knows how good Scottie Pippen really was. Everyone, like, makes a big deal to, like, tell you how great he was. Just because. They, like, you know. But without Jordan, who knows how good he would have been. But it is what it is. I don't believe Phil Jackson is the coach of this team. At least, like, Harper making a defensive play. Pippen pushing up. Oh, Jordan's wide open. To the cooker. Yeah, okay. Big Mo has a new friend, and he's wearing white and red, guys. Down by 1 here. I think I've been down by as much as like 15 in this game, right? We're going to go ahead and go with 15 because it shows him handling things like a champion. On ball here with Pippen.
Feeds it to Duckworth. And it's good off the glass.
So, let's see. Message deleted by Nightbot. It's all right.
Bulls trail by 3.
Pippen trying to make stuff happen.
The pass to
Longley? It's a shot, right? I just wanted to see Longley shoot. Rodman cleaning up. And 1? No. It's really hard to get and 1 in this game. They prefer you to earn it from the charity stripe. None of these free throws are going to go in, right? There's no way Rodman can shoot. Yeah, I mean, that was horrible.
He can't get the first one. Ainge is checked in for Drexler.
Yeah, that was also horrible. Longley. Ah, God, I thought Longley had the board. Look at Danny Ainge. No way. Oh, yeah, Pippen does not appreciate that effort. Between the legs. Oh, you know that's not. And then Rodman with the 4th foul. You know it's not your game when Ainge is saving it between his legs. Sounds like an indie band. All right, so here we go. Porter up the top.
Up top, Porter.
Look at Longley. I just want Luke Longley to be my uncle.
Williams dishes to Porter.
All right, here we go. Oh, Harper. I think Jordan's back there. And then Pippen. The gang's all here.
It's Pippen on the wing.
Make it happen. Ah, dang it. Longley, you got to be there for the board.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
Yeah. And then, oh, I got a hand in the face. Jordan, push it. None of these guys are any good. You got to take this team on your shoulders.
Here's Jordan.
Yeah, there we go. I'm literally doing nothing but just shooting with Jordan now. So Rodman was used as an aggressive defender. He could stick to his man, box out, foul, whatever. Yeah, in Detroit, he was a solid player. People forget that. But again, blue-collar player, and then he became like this awkward star, though, when he went to Longley. Get back. Oh, yeah, Winnington. Oh, go figure. Oh, yeah, look at the effort. That's my ball club right there. They know this is an important, worthless game. Brought to you by Gatorade. Just great effort. So, okay. All right, so it's 3rd quarter here. Just to paint the picture, I've come back from as many as 15 down. And in my defense, I believe I was talking about the crisis in Crimea while I was playing. So I didn't exactly have my head totally in the game. Here's Kukoc. Kukoc, transition 3. All day. And just like that, sports fans, your hometown team's up by 2. There's really no reason I shouldn't be winning this game by like 9. Because clearly no team is like better than the Bulls in this game. Like you have Jordan, you're the best. Unless it's like, this guy's winded. There's no way he makes that, right? Yeah, that's a wide open J. So, is the stream down? Is that what people are saying?
Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-5 run here. Jordan kicks to Kukoc.
Yeah, that's got to be in, right? Ah, man, I did everything I was supposed to do.
Now Kersey.
Hey, I think the stream's down.
Now Duckworth inside. And that one's good.
Hey, Rady?
Got 4 points this quarter.
Stream down?
Didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by...
Yeah, Jordan can make threes in this game.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Porter against Harper. Porter dishes to Ainge. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the 3rd. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, and it's blocked by Harper. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look now for Portland.
Is it gone, Rady, or can I talk?
Drexler has subbed in for Kersey.
Trying to see if the stream is down. I don't know.
Pippen against Drexler.
I think that's a yes.
Kicks to Rodman. Back to Pippen. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Bulls lead by 2.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
And the Bulls making a change here. Longley's checked in.
I'm good? Did it go down? Okay, because, yeah. All right, I don't know if I went down, but you guys were saying I was, but I should be fine now. So all you missed was excellent gameplay. I'm up by 2. Again, if you're just tuning in and wondering what the heck's going on, can you guys hear? I'll wait a couple of seconds, because what I'm about to say is absolute gold. So I don't have to repeat myself, even though I know I will. Jordan on ball. Yeah, so what they do is they just triple team him, and then this opens up the lane for Rodman. So that's why there's no excuse to ever lose this game. If you have any idea whatsoever about how basketball operates, you know, Clyde the Glide, yes, impact player. No reason Tony Kukoc can't match up and shut him down. Danny Ainge, force I'm not terribly worried about. So right now, we're playing Saran Wrap defense. Ah, God. So, can you guys hear? I don't think you... Oh. Yeah, there's no one's chatting back. Oh, Jordan. Ah, come on. I don't think Reggie Miller scored... I don't think it was 9 seconds. I thought it was like 15. Which clearly isn't as big of an accomplishment. It's good if it goes. Ah.
Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter.
Okay, good. So Twitch is back up. Yeah, so as Bot says here, we're going into an exciting fourth quarter. Use the hashtag Stuff's Happening on Twitter and Facebook. Like my page, all that stuff, and I'll give you guys one of these cards. That's right. That's all I got. So top 3, you get to choose. It's a League of Legends $25 card. It's a Steam $20. It's a Sony 10. It's because whatever. I get these cards because I'm the man. So I don't want to spend them on myself. So that leaves you guys. So anyway, I want to give you guys an exciting game. And gosh dang it, it's 47 up. Fourth quarter. Jordan with the double team leaves Drexler wide open. Caught a break there. What's Longley doing? The ball's right to you. All right, Bryant, yeah, we'll let him hang out there all day long. And then Petrovic is wide open. Come on, guys. Now push it. Jordan's on the perimeter. That's not his shot, so we're going to slow down here. Oh, God, I thought I had the lane. Drexler can defend, that's for sure. Yeah, and 1. That's right. Clyde the Glide. A little too much mustard on the hot dog there. So 8 points in 9 seconds. There was 15 on seconds. Like, yeah, I think Uberus is right then. I remember watching it, kind of. Because I was like 6. I grew up in Indiana. That's right. And I was watching it. Kind of. I remember, like, I didn't really understand what was happening because the announcers just kind of lost it. But they were playing the Knicks. And I think it was like Game 5 or something. It's about as far... Oh, that's a foul? Kukoc. Kukoc earned that one, though. That's what we call a hustle play. Yo. Someone just said something. That's all right. Yeah, there you go. So Kerr just got beat like a drum. Winnington with the help. Pippen. Can Pippen take it all the way? Harper? Ah, that's not the shot.
Dunk.
It's not the shot. Well, yeah, I'm trying to dunk. It's not Harper's game, though.
They always have a great game.
Good. Who's Skyping in?
Telebro.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Rodman to the cooker. Now that's how you play ball right there. 5-point lead, guys. Protect the lead. So go Bulls. Carlos 25-20. That's right. These are the 1995-96 Bulls versus the 91 Portland Trailblazers. Different tremendously. That's great defense. Boy, if he makes that shot, he's earned it. Different, of course, than Bulls versus Blazers playoff basketball, brought to you by EA Sports, for those of you that remember that.
So Not to mention Michael Jordan leaving the Bulls and coming back.
Yeah, that's right. You know why, of course, right?
He could have stayed away.
Because he got suspended for gambling. That's right. They won't tell you that one on ESPN. Longley. So Pippen on ball. Pippen kind of sucks in this game, even though he's going to take it to the cooker right here. Finger roll. So Longley definitely needs a blow. He's feeling it at the Gatorade. Yeah, Winnington says no. Let's push it with Longley. Yeah, that didn't last. Little 10-footer here. Yeah, that's right.
You know, I watched the Bulls in the 90s, but I can't remember a single game except for that one little part in Space Jam at the end.
Oh, yeah, Space Jam. So Bushmeck, nice use of Stuff's Happening. I like it. Make sure to tweet it though. Use at stuff's happening so that I can archive it. But you get the right idea. The first NBA game was on November 1st, New York versus Toronto. Is that true? Because the NBA merged with the ABA in like 1976. That's not a foul. Longley's just playing hustle ball right there. I'm going to scratch myself, and I don't care. Yeah, because the mergers, the NBA, though. Interesting. Thinking of Russell Peters saying, I'm Pip. Sure. So, again, a 5-point lead for the Bulls here. We're going to get the board here. Longley's all over that. We want Pippen to control it. No, where's Jordan? Right there. Ball fake. Can Rodman hit the 10-footer? That's like 15-footer. The answer is, of course, no. But
Now here's Drexler. Out left to the wing. Wide open. No luck. And in Chicago the other way. Pippen kicks to Rodman. He dishes it to
see if Jordan can knock a three. It's not really his shot, but, you know, he's Jordan, so I figure they give it to him. That could be the ball game. I don't know if they can come back from an 8-point lead. I'm pretty solid. War Hero Gaming 24. Hi, how are you? So anyway, 8 points. I should probably slow it down, right? But I'm Michael Jordan, so that's a 5. There's literally 5 guys trying to stop me, and they did. So I probably should have dished it off. Harper's all on that guy's grill, but that's okay. So I should probably slow it down. I mean, I know I've said that a number of times, but I mean, Duckworth is starting to get hot, so. So yeah, let's go ahead and call a play. I don't know how to do that, but let's give Jordan the ball here. So pick and roll. Look at that. That's 5 on 5. That's 5 guys stopping 1 dude. Yeah, and that creates an open shot for Harper. So 8 points. Here's the biz. Jordan on ball. I'm Drexler. I'm just driving right by him, right? Yeah, I mean, Drexler's got absolutely nothing going on here. Gosh. But when you're Clyde the Glide, yeah, it's a good timeout. So, stuff and things. I think our feed's still up. I'm going to refresh here because it's a thing. So.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He thinks they can find much better.
Rodman's open down low. Yes! The vision by Jordan and the emphatic fist pump. So anyway, guys, well, I think we only have like 15 minutes left in the program here. Again, here are the gift cards. League of Legends, PlayStation Store, and a Steam card. My favorite's the Steam one. It's $20. Yeah, I'm giving away. Again, stuff's happening. Check out the site. I feel like we have a fair amount of sport fans in here, huh? We have official Noni, not to be confused with official Coney. Whatever happened to Coney? He kind of went nuts, huh? There was a conspiracy that the United States government drugged him and made everyone think he was crazy, which I think is actually kind of funny. That's your like conspiracy right there. Like you can't that's a good conspiracy. That the guy who's like naked and flipped out after having a very popular documentary that hypothetically revealed like some information the government wouldn't want you to know about, like all of a sudden goes crazy and ends up drunk in the middle of the street during the day. Like it wasn't at night. Like it was in the day where you could like film it and see it. Like that to me is the most skeptic. Like I'm the most skeptical because it was like, all right, yeah, guys go crazy and they go nuts, but like in the middle of the day, like you just woke up and just went crazy. No, like like probably like you drank some, and then like you didn't do anything for a little bit, and then you felt miserable, and then by then it was like 5:30 or so, and then you drank more again, and like probably maybe that guy could have been on acid, so maybe then you did some acid, and then you went crazy at like 7:30 at night. Like no one just that was at like noon. No one just wakes up and goes crazy, unless you did an all-nighter before. But I think if you're that crazy, you probably would have already gone crazy by then. So, I don't know. What I'm saying is the conspiracy is 100% correct. And tomorrow, if at like 12:05, if you see me crazy in the street, it's because the government made me crazy for debunking how the Coney myth is actually true. Think about it, guys. Jordan, open pathway. Come on! Man, I thought The Red Sea was parted, and then it just closed up. Harper. Oh, yeah. Well, you can't really stop that. How much is a league card official? Noni, not Coney, wants to know. It's 25 bucks. It's a 25-buck gift card. 3,500 Riot points to the layperson. Actually, not to the layperson, to the Riot fan. And yeah, all you got to do is use the hashtag Stuff's Happening, tweet at Stuff's Happening, like my Twitter or Facebook, post a photo, just whatever. Just use the hashtag Stuff's Happening. I'm interested to see what people come up with. That's the site that I work for, is stuffshappening.com. So, yeah. So am I winning? Yeah, I'm kind of lost interest in this one because they're just going to start fouling. They're going to put Jordan at the line, which I'm okay with. Do we want Winnington to take the 15-footer? No, we want Jordan. Oh, he's on fire. Let's see. That's not his shot. But, oh, when you're on fire, it's worth the shot. So it's good if it goes. Oh, I thought they were going to count that. My day was fine, if that's what you're asking for. What were you talking about the Steam card? Yeah, so the Steam card is 20 bucks. And I don't know what I was talking about. I'm saying I'm giving it away to whoever uses a creative interpretation of the hashtag Stuff's Happening. So, again, you can win all 3 of these if you submit 3 awesome entries, and I think yours are better than everybody else. So, but I'm going to rank them 1, 2, 3, the submissions, and you can choose whatever you want. So, no strings attached. All you got to do is like my page, like Twitter, at Stuff's Happening, the Stuff's Happening Facebook. I'm posting relevant information there anyway. So, that's my sell. That's all I got. So, I think we've got time for probably one more street match. And then I've got to do, then I got to bounce, as the kids say. I've got to go do another streaming across town, because that's what people do. So I had an epic, and I do mean epic battle before, with Kyrie Irving. And I'm going to be 2 horrible players. How about, like, Joel Anthony? No, that's too horrible. Brandon Bass. I want, like, someone who can handle the ball. Okay, Phil Pressey. Phil, if you're watching this right now, it's not you, it's me. And then a young, no, the Heat are too good. Kings. Yeah, like a Ray McCollum. Yeah, here we go. Battle of the century, guys. A young Phil Pressey versus Ray McCollum. Bring it. Riff Raff, what's the new game you had to try? Was that, what'd you say? That's Sacred 3. That's not out yet. Phil Pressey's 5'11". I'm going to play a blacktop game with a guy who's 5'11". That's right. Not a lot of guys who do this. But I've got balls of steel. So I've got... That's right. I'm checking a couple of these entries. These entries are good. Keep them coming, guys. Hashtag Stuff's Happening. Go big. I don't really like the PA guy in this game too much. I'll go ahead and say it. But, all right. So McCollum's going to go ahead and take it to the cooker early on. God, he sucks, and I can't get the board. Yeah, too easy. The guy just missed it twice from 3 feet. Ball fake. That's unfortunate. That's going to go in. Ah. So Pressey's game so far is not defense, which is problematic in a game of this nature, meaning one-on-one. So that's the business. So 2-1. That's good defense. Yeah, that's off his leg. God, I mean, Pressey, like, I don't know if he's in quicksand or what, but, like, I'll make a decent play. Yeah, so right now I'm finding out that Phil Pressey is not the player we thought he was. And I thought he was bad, but this game has something against the Pressey family, apparently. Yeah, he made something happen there, but, you know. 4-2 for those of you scoring at home. Yeah, I mean, that's great defense. Man, and that shot's going to go down. It's going to be a long day for Pressey. Pops the 3. No, that's a horrible shot. God, I needed that to go. I don't know if you can foul guys. Don't go at... God. Okay. Now I got to pop a 3 here. I need that to go in. All right, good. So we're back in the game at 2. All right, so what do we got? Hey, what's going on? So 6-4. I'm going to pop a J here again. Yeah. Pressy found something I like, and it's a three-pointer. Ooh, I think I could probably, yeah, take that to the hoop. Yeah. New ball game here, guys. Up by 1, the good guys. So we'll let him take that shot all day. That's out of bounds. Good guy's ball. Do I shoot the 3? No. Don't get aggressive. Beat him off the dribble. Yeah, okay. So we're starting to see some separation between the opponent. Actually, I looked up at the chat, and that separation evaporated. All right, so I think you played a 21. Ah, God, I keep looking at the chat and getting smoked. That's all right. We're going to pull this one anyway. It's Pressy doing his thing here. Yeah. You can't show him that much daylight. So, again, guys, we're wrapping this show up in about 10 minutes, which is exciting. Hope you've enjoyed tuning in. Again, if you want to win a gift card, all you have to do, hashtag Stuff's Happening, like my page on Twitter at Stuff's Happening, on Facebook, facebook.com/Stuff's Happening. And you have a chance. Just use the hashtag Stuff's Happening in a creative, interesting way. And you could get a Twitter, you can get a Steam card. You can get a, what do I have, League of Legends? I've got a Sony card. $25, $20, and $10, guys. All for doing nothing but tweeting and following the amazingness that is Stuff's Happening. So it's a no bullshit website. There aren't a lot of those out there. So which is why I created it. If you enjoy my style of play in NBA 2K, I think you might enjoy Stuff's Happening. I'm just dominating right now. But again, that's Phil Pressy's game. He's on fire. He's playing great defense. McCollum doesn't have an answer. He has that, but that's not really an answer. So tell her, bro, what's not right? That's right. Stuff's Happening. I don't know if you're saying the URL's not right, but I paid good money to have that URL. By good money, I mean I didn't pay anything. But so crossover dribble here, stuffing things. So right now it's a matter of time because Pressy's feeling it. It's to 21. I'm winning by 5. I'm on fire. McCollum, no answer. His hands are straight up. So official only. Sorry to be annoying, but what do we have to do again to get a chance to win the gift cards? Totally fine. Use the hashtag Stuff's Happening in any way possible. Whatever is the most creative, interesting, fun way, based on my own personal enjoyment, you get to win. I mean, I'm choosing whoever has the top 3, and whatever the top 3 submissions are, you get your choice. Again, if you submit 3, again, these are like tweets. All you have to do is just do a photo. You can do a quote. You can do a fact. You can say, I'm awesome. You can say, I suck. Hashtag Stuff's Happening. If you know anything about me, that might be a way to my heart. But yeah, that's it. Again, use it. Hashtag Stuff's Happening. If you're not on Twitter, you can do it on Facebook. Just don't do it in the chat room here because I can't really keep track of that. So NBA 2K
street
is better.
ball.
That's right. Yeah, I'm playing street ball. Someone said NBA 2K better than NBA Live. I don't know if it's a joke, but maybe you just don't know. NBA Live was EA's re-entry into the franchise, basketball franchise. Probably the worst game of the year. It was glitchy. It was just horrible all around. It's just a horrible game. I don't really have to describe it. It was so bad that EA announced a statement like apologizing profusely. They're like, yeah, this sucks. And they did all kinds of updates to try to fix it, but it was all around just bad. And you kind of just can't correct a bad game sometimes when it's rushed. And, you know, this game looks like the business. I'm going to try to win it. I think I just did. Can we get the board? No. I think I played the demo, and I was just like, yeah, this is just a game that sucks. But, you know, apparently there were a lot of glitches, all that stuff, you know. But when a game sucks, it just sucks. You know, you can't do anything about it. So is that a foul? I guess they're not calling it here. They're letting them play. But, yeah, I would, you know, NBA games, 2K has just got a stranglehold on it. And they would on football if they're able to make one. I think EA hasn't really done anything innovative in the sports world in a very long time. So if you're looking for, oh, God, I thought that was going to go in. Ball game. Yes. It's a way to finish right there, sports fans. If you're looking for a basketball game, hands down, this is it. No college football game this year. Probably makes sense. You know, again, EA was just, that's right. EA was just kind of like, you know, whatever, I think it's. War, I tweet at you. Is that okay? That's perfect. War Hero tweeted at me a submission to win one of these gift cards. All you have to do is tweet using the hashtag Stuff's Happening, and you nailed it. So again, I'm going to start contacting winners after this. So again, like the Twitter, or like the Facebook, follow on Twitter. I'm going to grab a drink, because that's the thing. So a couple more minutes left. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. So it's been a blast. It's been a slice, as the kids say. And that's about all I've got. So I'm kind of killing time a little bit because I don't have time to really get a game going. I got about 4 minutes. So I think we'll use this time to just reflect and to talk. And yeah, think on what you would do with these, I guess, is probably what I would say. If you had a League of Legends, what hero or champion are you buying for $25? Because you could probably buy, what, like 7 of them? I forget how much the champions cost. I'm not a big MOBA guy, even though I do play League. $10? I don't really know what you could do with this, but probably something. If I had $10 in the PlayStation Store, I'd probably put it towards a $20 game. You could buy Child of Light for $5 if you had this $10 card. This just became an LSAT question. And then Steam, $20. I can think of a whole hell of a lot of things to do with this. This is very easy. With $20, will get you pretty much most early access games on there. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been on Steam in a while, too. I really just been playing like 2 games. This one, and then just got done playing, what the hell was it? I play a lot of Battlefield 4. But, so, there you go. All you gotta do is use the hashtag Stuff's Happening. Follow me on Twitter, at Stuff's Happening, and follow and like the Facebook page. Again, stuffshappening.com. It's a new site, guys, and what I really wanted to try to do, there's not a lot of politics, not a lot of real-world stuff talked about in the gaming world. So I want to make a site about that, but not totally dedicated to it. I still want to talk about gaming. It's the stuff you should know about, you know, so I don't want to waste people's time. You know, I don't want to, you know, just write a bunch of stuff that's about internet culture, because I think internet culture is stupid. Never been able to make sense of what all that stuff is, you know. So, yeah, so that's the business. Someone said 4 minutes, you can score over 100 points. Not with my style of play. How do you think Madden 15 will be? I think it'll be like Madden 25. If you're a Reggie Miller, that's right. So that's actually good math. That's probably pretty close. Madden 15, I think I'll be fine. Again, I can't remember the last EA game that did anything innovative. I think it'll be worth the price. I think it'll be worth it because it's a football game. Madden 25, last year's version, my bell went off when they started giving away, I don't know if you guys remember this, they gave away Sunday Ticket with it. Like if you bought the game, you got Sunday Ticket. And I'm like, that's great. I think if you paid $100 for it, you get Sunday Ticket. That's great, but it's like, it's a pretty big promotion. So you must not have a lot of confidence in this game, or I don't know. So, I mean, there's probably just one more reason to get mainstream people hooked on Madden so that they buy this year's, but who knows. So, from what I've seen, it looks like they're focusing more on defense. It's always BS. It's this year's rosters. I don't think it'll do anything innovative. I really liked last year's NCAA. I thought they made a lot of advancements with the running game in NCAA, and they dumped the franchise. You know, it's tough. You know, when those games cost a lot of money, plus they had the lawsuit. So, 2005 was a hit stick. Hobo Jojo, or whatever, how you pronounce your name, is absolutely correct. The last advancement Madden made was probably 2005 with the hit stick, which is still kind of sloppy. I think the running game, though, I forget when Madden changed it. I think it was the new engine. What's the new engine called? Whatever. In like 2013, because that's what they used in last year's NCAA, and that made a big difference. But new engine, whatever. And from a gameplay perspective, Madden, I personally don't think it's that fun. And I'm a football fan. I don't like the NFL, but I'm a football fan. So anyway, how much time do I got? About 60 seconds. Remaining. All right, so I got 1 minute remaining. What's that voice from? That's from Halo, that's right. Am I getting Destiny? I sure am. It's Nike gang. One of the best beta I've ever played. And I think I've played exactly 4 beta right now. I participated in. Betas, I did Hardline, Doom. I did Destiny, that's 3. And then I think I played, what was the RPG that's coming? I have like 27 seconds to remember this. The RPG, yeah, it's new. It came out in like June, the beginning of June. Oh, this makes me sad because I'm not going to get this before this is over. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. There's 10 seconds remaining. This is exciting. Stuffshappening.com. Be sure to check it out. Like on Facebook, follow on Twitter. I'm Paul.